Then we all want to achieve a lot, more and more and more, and have fulfilled life. But is it possible to set the bar too high?
Yeah, that's one of the challenges people face, is the fact that, okay, they see something on television, they see a Kardashian gone from $1 million to $1 billion. They want to get there, as quickly as possible. There is a saying, crawl before you walk. And basically it means, setting your targets a little bit higher each time, whether it's 3 monthly goals, 6 monthly goals, a yearly goal, so that along the way you learn to keep increasing. So when you do set the bar too high, which unfortunately a lot of people do because of misinformation or they get rich quick schemes, all that sort of stuff, and all of a sudden when they fail, that's when it becomes like really challenging for them, because all of a sudden their friends, family, all the people they've told that they're going to have the new Mercedes or the new Porsche next year, and they don't. So all of a sudden it becomes a burden on them for many years, because it's a failure, and people will constantly remind them of that, not necessarily on purpose, accidentally, because you've talked about that Porsche for 3 years and all of a sudden it's not there, and it never will be. So that's where it does become a challenge. You've got to look at everything realistically and say, okay, what can I achieve this year? Okay, how much better can I be? If you're 20 or 30% better and your business is better by 20% or 30% a year, that's brilliant. But if you start trying to get 300, 400, 500% markups, you end up just failing, and the whole business or your everything ends up starting to collapse, because you want to get there too quickly. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody asks me for advice in the sense of, how do I get rich and bits and pieces, and I say, look, the average millionaire is 22 years of 7 days a week, 6 to 7 days a week. So that's a long time. And if you think about 22 years, giving up, a lot of your personal time, as we talked before. But people sort of want me to say to them, well, listen, that park in the middle of the city, that big oak tree, well, you go there, go 10 metres to the right and 3 metres to the left and dig a hole, and there's $2 million, in there. That's basically what they want to do. They basically sort of, I want the shortcut. As I said, there's very few people who've got there with a shortcut, and if they have, because they haven't been able to understand money or understand business, they've ended up losing. It's like the average lotto winner in Australia, whether it's $1 million or $20 million, it's 2 years before they're completely bankrupt again or back to where they were. So you've just got to be patient, all right? Set the bar at a little bit more than what you can believe you can achieve, and that's what you strive for, and then when you hit that, you reset it again.
What do you prefer, slow success or fast success?
Look, if you're slowly achieving your goals, you're successful, okay? If you're slowly, you've just got to look at it that way. You've just got to be a little more patient. The next door neighbour who has the new car, well, just wait a little bit longer. Save up for it. The fast success, there is very few people who have done really fast success. They've hit something that was remarkable. Some of the coins that are out there before, Bitcoins and all the others, they've hit extreme wealth, and then all of a sudden, they've gambled on the next coin or bits and pieces, and they're back to zero or even worse. So it is one of those things where just slow and steady. But in yourself, as you achieve these goals, you're a lot happier. You've also done what you think is impossible, because you will try and be 20 or 30% better each year. If you think about school, if your tests are at 95% all the time, and you're 20% better the following year, well, you're at 110%. So you've got basically straight A's. So it's just a different way of looking at it. You take your time. As I said, 22 years is the average. If you do it in 15, well, that's brilliant. but enjoy the journey along the way as well. That's the main thing with being an entrepreneur or a business person.